my great-grandfather, Luigi, who apparently was like a crooked boxing manager, was even portrayed in a movie.
Whoa. Runs in the family.
There's a couple pictures of him with none other than
House of Ceresi.
Mussolini. And I said, how much more do I want to go? And there's like 20 pictures of him. And it looks very much like, not like him and Mussolini playing tennis. It's like whatever must have been you're rich enough to take a picture, whatever the, fundraiser dinner was for Mussolini.
Tougher, I think.
And I don't know enough about history to be like, everyone liked Mussolini at some point. I don't know enough about Mussolini.
We all mess up.
But like, is that the equivalent of if your great grandma had a picture with Adolf?
I think there's some level of like, you have to respect this person. So I wouldn't necessarily say that they were necessarily on the same side or agreed. Like this is.
As a German, did you go back into your family history? Were you curious?
Yeah.
How did it feel? Did you feel like, were they there? I don't even know if this is honestly, is it rude to ask a German, were your great grandparents part of the Nazi party?
I would say generally it's not something that people like to talk about.
Sure. I don't blame you.
Of course.
Sure.
Not a great conversation
But I also
starter.
just told you I have pictures of my great grandfather with Mussolini, so we're on evil playing field.
We absolutely are. For my family specifically, my grandfather avoided the draft by moving to India.
That's nice.
I know.
You got to look at that.
We go.
Hey.
Whew, good
Hey,
job.
we got
Otherwise,
bailed
he absolutely would have had to.
Do you know?
enlist.
Did you know? Did he leave because he said this guy's no good, or was he really?
Yeah.
God, that must have been a fucking relief.
Yes.
I feel like for Germans, like if you're doing like DNA tests, that's just the only thing you're curious about. You get an envelope back, and one of them's red, and you go,
Oh no!
I was gonna put this in the trash. That's a relief.
Yeah.
Do Germans of your generation, of our generation, is that something they like look into, or they go, I don't want to fucking know. I don't want to fucking know.
I will say, I mean, I never went to school in Germany, but what I do know is that like the atrocities of that war are very much taught in school. Like people grow up understanding and being taught what happened.
Yeah.
And it's like an incredibly sensitive subject, but in a way that I think there is a great, I think people are being taught well about the history of the country.
Is it from the beginning? Is it like America? We start with like this really nice version, and I'm like, what age did they go? Okay, we're gonna do like. What age do you tell Germans? Hey, just so you know, the metaphor for evil is often ascribed to this one particular moment, and it's our history. Is it out the gate? Is it from as the childhood?
I don't know really, but I assume. Yeah, I mean, I assume they start in school. Yeah.
Well, that's as crazy as I was saying it. I was like, is this like a thing you're not supposed to? But if someone said to me, like, were your great grandparents, did they own slaves? I'd be like, no, they went to India before the slaves got there.
You're listening to The Downside
The Downside.
with Gianmarco Ceresi.